Liverpool have a battle on their hands to keep hold of star man Mohamed Salah. Saudi club Al-Ittihad have stepped up their pursuit of the Egypt captain and offered him an astronomical salary to tempt him away from the Reds. Will Salah become the Saudi Pro League's latest, or rather biggest, statement signing yet? That's what we'll be discussing on WION Sports Extra. I'm Vidur Kathuria and joined by sports editor Digvijay Singh Deo and Shivashish Nandi, who is filling in for our man Nikhil Mathur, who is on leave.
It's a return of the king.
So, Digvijay, what do you make of this report?
The interesting thing of the report is that no one is unapproachable if you're the Saudi Pro League. But Jurgen Klopp just had a press conference and he said we've received no offer from Saudi Arabia, A. And he also says that the player is 100% settled at Liverpool. Having said that, I'm not surprised. I have told this to you 20 days ago that when will the offer for Salah come? Because Mohamed Salah is the most famous Arab footballer out there. They've already got the other one in
Mane and Mahrez.
No, I'm talking of Arab.
Yeah.
Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah.
And to an extent Karim Benzema with his Algerian roots.
Yeah.
Who's the only one missing? Mohamed Salah. And the question now is, can Liverpool, if the player wants to go, Liverpool are in trouble because you don't have too many days left in the transfer window. And whatever you say about Salah, he still guarantees you goals. So this is going to be a very tricky next 25 days for Liverpool because the Saudi window closes much later than the rest of the European window.
So, do you think it's a case of when, not if, eventually?
See, the fact that the money is out there and that's solid money means Salah is going to go next year. Does he go this year depends on his loyalty to his fans and the way he looks at what his standing in world football will be. Because if I am Mohamed Salah, and just think of this, there's no Neymar, there's no Messi, there's only a Kylian Mbappe who we don't know what role he's going to play, and there's no Benzema. Sadio Mane is gone. The creme de la creme of European football is gone. There's a chance to win the Ballon d'Or as well as the FIFA Best. Think of it that way. Has anyone thought of this that way? Did you think of it that way?
Well, not really.
Yeah, the FIFA Best, if he does something good, at least the Ballon d'Or, Liverpool go on a run. I mean, obviously these players are out of the reckoning. So who is he up against? Lewandowski, Harry Kane and him?
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
He'd take that, right? He'd take that. Because see, then it doesn't... when you look at the pattern of voting for the FIFA Best, captains and coaches, right? A lot of it is on reputation. The long time, Salah, Messi, Ronaldo were getting in on reputation and winning it. Not on pure footballing technical abilities. There's no way Van Dijk should not have won it that year when he came second behind Messi. Okay? But why? Because everyone knows Messi. Mo Salah that way, everyone knows who Mo Salah is. I think this is a great opportunity for him.
Okay. So, Shivashish, now where do Liverpool come in all this? Do you think that no offer will tempt them to sell Salah? Say if 150 million offer comes in this summer, and so are Liverpool's official position is that they are not willing to sell him at any cost. But do you think they should consider it?
Well, not in this window with only 6 days remaining. And I mean, if the offer comes in the next window or even in the winter transfer window, they might get tempted. I mean, everyone is talking about Kylian Mbappe going to join Real Madrid and all. At the end of the day, he's after money. If Liverpool have the money and if they're ready to spend on someone else, a younger player, Salah is 31. His contract is for another 3 years or 4 years.
Salah's contract ends next year.
Oh.
He's got 2 more seasons.
2 more seasons,
This season and the next.
Considering
But, just because you brought up the age, and just because you're a Liverpool fan, and just because he's a Liverpool fan.
All three of us are Liverpool fans.
What Klopp said, he said, 31 wasn't an age we would give a player a contract like this. But Salah is a machine, and his body is like a 25-year-old's. Because obviously the way Ronaldo and all set the benchmark, obviously these players sort of look after themselves at a much young age, no alcohol, nothing, right? So let's not go away with the 31 and get carried away. Liverpool have invested Liverpool have cut contracts for people who are 30 and asked them to go. Not Salah. They went and broke the bank. I think his deal is what, 400 £100,000 a week.
Yes,
with bonuses and whatever.
Yes,
He's Liverpool's highest ever paid player.
£350 per week, something like that.
No, the wage structure stays the same, which is the 200,000 which Van Dijk gets. But Salah has a lot of other factors
Add-ons,
kicking in, goals, assists, and all that.
So I'm not saying that he's not a good player or he's not in his prime or he's not going to be in his prime for the upcoming 2 seasons. What I'm saying is the way Liverpool is run, the way FSG actually, they do their business. Liverpool have spent on players above 30 or 31 for twice or thrice maximum.
Thiago.
And Wataruendo, he's 31. Exactly.
30.
He's in his 30s.
Yeah, but he's a holding midfielder, not a forward.
Yeah. So what has happened, they have, even in this transfer market, the players they have been looking for are all under 25. So you can't just deny.
And also, the thing with Salah is, what? Maybe they could have gone for Kane if this came in earlier. But again, that's not the position they need. They have a finisher in Nunez. They have a finisher, he will finish at some point. They have a finisher in Jota. And then Liverpool's game is always on those wide players. So they have Cody Gakpo, who's now playing a bit drawn. They have Luis Diaz. And they have Salah. So they need somebody over there. They need a lovely person on that wing. A Robin kind of player, a Salah kind of player. So those aren't available. Exactly. So my point is, I disagree with you that FSG will cash in on him. No. FSG will not risk a fan revolt. There will be a fan revolt if they allow him to go, whatever money comes in. Because they've already let Henderson go, they've let Fabinho go, and one by one, Firmino is gone. Mane is gone. The only thing left is Salah of that great Klopp team. Obviously, with all due respect to Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, and maybe Alisson and Van Dijk, but they came later. They were not that original Klopp team. The first Klopp team.
Yeah.
So I just think that FSG, I disagree with that. FSG will not take a risk. They can't sell him right now. If they sell him right now, this season is over.
They're not. I'm not saying they'll sell him
even
in
the
this
transfer window. They need Salah to fire them to Champions League. They need to finish or win a cup to sort of end that fifth which they came last season, didn't win anything. That sort of negative thing, negativity, that has to go. That can only come if he plays a full season. Maybe they do the deal right now. That you do this, we sell you next year, we'll perhaps sign a contract extension, we get in some money, we fund your departure and we get in a player of your standard. Getting a player of his standard is 100 million. Yeah. Let's be very honest. And they couldn't pay 100 million for Bellingham, they went for Caicedo.
Yeah. So what do you think? If you were Salah, would you jump in this? Would you join Saudi Pro League or will you just stay there and maybe become... he's already a Premier League great and maybe break some more records. And even, has a go at those individual awards. Like FIFA and FIFA Best and Ballon d'Or.
See, I think this is a critical season for Liverpool and Salah. I do not think Liverpool, their priority is getting back to that Champions League. And there is no other option.
And winning a trophy.
Yeah. And Klopp will go if he's not able to get Liverpool back to that Champions League spot, and he needs Salah. And Salah also has unfinished business. He will see unfinished business at Liverpool. He wants to prove his numbers have been phenomenal since he joined
But it's always
Liverpool.
been Salah, Mane, Firmino. It's never been Salah alone.
Yeah.
That, I think, it is up to him now.
And also just coming back to the context of the signing, if you look at the big name signings that the Saudi Pro League clubs have made, Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, etc. Benzema, all these players have sort of ended their chapter with the clubs. There has been a full stop. That is not the case with Salah. If Al-Ittihad are able to tempt one of the best players in the world who's in his prime, because his prime has basically been the last 6-7 years because his numbers haven't fallen. So if they are able to tempt him, it will mark a new era in world football.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, because he is one of the best players in the world who is reasonably happy at Liverpool. Let's not forget that. But if he feels that he will take on that salary or whatever they are offering him, it will completely mark up almost like a new era.
Yeah, but look at it from Salah's point of view. You've got a Premier League season just begun. He's been fairly decent, scored a goal, had a couple of assists in that other game.
Yeah.
Why would you leave? I mean, and if you go, what apart from money, what is there? I don't think Mohamed Salah is a player who is interested in the money. You just look at Salah from the time he came to Chelsea from Basel, then went back to Roma. It's always about trying to prove himself at this level. That has been his only mantra, to prove myself that I can do this and I am equal to, say, a Messi or a Ronaldo or a Benzema or a Erling Haaland. I think this is his opportunity. If he had to go, he would have gone when the money came in the summer as well. It was a smaller bid over there. I don't think so late in the season he's going to be tempted by, say, 80 million a year or 100 million a year. I don't think that money is relevant right now. It will be relevant next year with 1 year to go on his contract. But right now, Liverpool in a position of strength. If they say, I don't want to sell, Salah is, even when his contract situation was going on last year and those cryptic comments were coming, he put his best foot forward. He never told the club or the fans that I'm not going to play. He gave it his best. That's why they respect him. I think they should have sold him last year, not this year. Last year, Mane should have stayed. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, Shibishi.
Some comments.
Yes.
So, lots of comments. Thank you so much. Clearly, emotive issue.
Yes.
Brand says, is Saudi Arabia trying to destroy European football because of money?
Why shouldn't they? They should try to destroy.
The Premier League has destroyed every other league with its
so
money.
why shouldn't they? They have the right to bid for players, and that's what they're doing.
No, when I was growing up, the league I followed, late 90s, was the Italian league. The Dutch league meant something over there. I mean, they just feed up leagues right now. It's very simple. It's the Spanish league, it's the Premier League right now. In terms of money, there's only one league. The Premier League. Chelsea spent more money than all of Europe combined in the last transfer window. Okay, Don says, "Pakadna mushkil hi nahi namumkin hai." Thank you, Don. The Saudis are just tempting players at every angle. Yes, that's the right word. They're tempting. Then let's see, does the player sort of fall for the bait? I think, what do you think? I think, will Salah be tempted? Honestly think. Does money tempt Salah? We've all followed Salah's career very closely. Does money tempt him?
Not really, but I still remember when this entire contract situation happened a year or two back. His quote was, "What I'm asking is not astronomical." He values money, but he values his career as well. So at this point of time, yes, I'm not saying he's going to leave this season.
No, but when you say astronomical, he did get astronomical. What Liverpool eventually struck, eventually the deal they struck with him was, it was still the 200,000 minimum wage, which minimum for him. The rest was what we are talking about. The incremental was based on goals and appearances and all that, which kicked in. So technically both got their way. Liverpool kept him on a base wage of £200,000, which was the same as Van Dijk, Henderson, who are the highest earners, maybe Trent as well. And the rest was bonuses. That bonus will be down. They didn't make the Champions League.
I think anyone who is offered, this sensational amount of money, I think you will consider it, or at least you will think twice. That's human nature.
They are professional. It's their profession. I mean, whichever.
Okay, on that, interesting comments. Moisema says, lovely comment, Moisema. Thank you. Mohamed Salah will be facing some serious challenges to win the Ballon d'Or. He's listened to our conversation. Thank you for that. To win the Ballon d'Or to Vinicius Jr. or Man City top goal scorer Erling Haaland. Looking at Mo's age today, I would surely be going for the money if I was him. Thank you for listening to our points. Clearly, we're making some sense. William is a Liverpool fan, like Mr. Nandi. I'm neutral. I'm neutral when I'm live. My individual biases are not to be discussed over here. William says, let him go. We will be fine without him. We will never walk alone.
Wow.
True Liverpool fan. Thank you, William. And then Masabe says, in reply to the person who said, to Bran, who said Saudi Arabia trying to destroy football, Masabe says, take your head to other countries and leave Saudis alone. Chelsea, Manchester City, Real Madrid are the ones destroying European football.
Absolutely. And PSG.
And they're getting destroyed by Mbappe. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's take the poll. You want to finish your point?
No, it's fine. I mean,
he's made his point.
Will Salah join Saudi club Al-Ittihad?
Ooh.
62% saying yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
eventually, yes.
Okay, eventually. That's the right. No, we said no.
Yeah.
38% saying no. Jurgen Klopp not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, remember what he had said during 2 weeks back before the Premier League began. It's not right that Saudi Premier League's transfer window is ending a week after.
No, but I know that. But can if Liverpool don't want to sell him, can he go?
Well,
he
if
had in a transfer request,
They'll reject it.
they can reject.
They rejected for Coutinho.
no, technically he can leave Liverpool between 1st and 20th September.
No, but only if Liverpool let him go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if Liverpool say season's begun, we will not do it. Contractually, can they sell him? He won't down his tools. We know that.
I don't
There's one
think.
thing about Mo Salah is he's not going to down his tools.
Yeah,
he's not going to do a
gonna put in
Balotelli. He's not going to do
yeah,
a Carlos Tevez. He's not going to do a Ronaldo.
I don't think he'll put in a transfer request. Whatever negotiations will be on, discussions will be behind closed doors. So I think that will happen. And this is a story that I think we will sometime.
I think they'll discuss this. I think he'll go next year.
Yeah.
And I believe that I was telling you this a couple of weeks ago that they are going to come for him. He's the most famous Arab football player out there. He has to come. They have to have him there. He's going to be the crown jewel. Ronaldo, Benzema, 37, 38. 7 years till Salah gets there. And at least 3 years of his peak. Or if you look at, say, the Lewandowskis of the world, 5 years to his peak.
Yeah. Okay. This is a story that we'll obviously track in the next, say, few weeks, months, years, who knows.
At least 2 weeks.
No, 15th of September. 20th. When? Saudi League.
7th of September.
Saudis? No, 2 weeks later. So 2 weeks, yeah. You have 3 weeks.
Anyway, so
Okay, big story at 6:30 p.m. Neeraj Chopra, the man with the golden arm. He's going to tell you more.
He has, with his first attempt, he threw his season best throw of 88.77 meters. He stopped the qualification.
That's more than his Olympic gold medal. Huh?
Yeah. And
he's the only one to qualify. The qualifying figure was 83 meters.
Yeah.
And not just has he thrown 83 plus, nobody else has thrown 83. By the way, Anderson Peters, the defending world champion, 78 and something. He may not make it to the final.
Yeah.
You were telling me he's through to Paris.
Yes, he has qualified for the Paris Games, the reigning Olympic javelin champion. Of course, he has also qualified for the final. Remember, he's going for his maiden World Championship gold. He won silver last time. Also, of course, we're speaking of Salah. Then Karim Benzema has opened his account for Al-Ittihad. He scored his first goals in a 4-0 win. Then we have more.
Mitrovic?
Yes, Mitrovic, the former Fulham player who forced his move away from Fulham. And of course, we have more athletics action. And
Femke Bol, what a story.
Yeah.
First day of the World Championships, leading the women's the mixed 4x400. The American is breathing down her neck. She trips and falls face down. The pattern falls away. She gets up, crosses the line, but she's disqualified. But redemption, she comes back and wins the women's 400-meter hurdles. And what a sensational performance. The 8th fastest time in history. Yeah. And the gap between her and the American who came second was at least 5 to 10 meters. That's massive. And she just, she came around the bend, the field sort of faded away, and then she just got a second win, and she just coasted. She flew. So that's that duel, the next Olympics, which is Sydney McLaughlin, LeBron, and now at her peaks, Femke Bol is going to be something to watch out for. Okay, and we have a new segment on our show that we're going to have today. That is called the Star of the Week. So, Shibishi, who is our Star of the Week?
Well, there could be only one. That's Pragnananda. He was, not many of us understand chess, but he was phenomenal according to Vishwanathan Anand. If he says he was phenomenal, he's phenomenal.
Very true.
Yeah, but apart from Nandi, we do understand chess.
So all that and much more on our show, WION World of Sport at 6:30 p.m. IST. See you there.